Another video on my phone because my camera is currently charging at the moment, the battery specifically. But a bunch of Pixar Cars fans tend to have collections. A majority of them, right? Collections consist of diecast mainly, maybe some plastic toys, and another side you can consider them random merchandise. I'm going to share with you guys some of the random merchandises of cars that I have in my collection. So you can see this is my entire diecast collection. Already shared it with you guys 2 videos ago, and now bam, you can consider all those, well, more of these guys right over here, random cars merchandise. Because when we look at Stevenson, he seems pretty normal. This is a storage carrier actual toy. It still plays the purpose of a train, but you can actually store 10 diecast cars in Stevenson. There was another version of Stevenson, which was a lot smaller, but a lot longer, if you know what I mean. And it was a way you can remember from the second Cars movie when they were inside. Another not so random merchandise, but I consider it random just because it's plastic, is Siddeley the Spy Jet. He looks pretty normal, right? Just a simple plane. You can store 3 diecast cars within this plane. You have an opening ceiling or a roof. You can also open the back portion right here. Let's try to get this thing open. There you go. And you have like a little ramp. You could recreate the scene from the airport in Cars 2. And you'll be able to see your diecast in there that you store. It used to have a little hook, but guess what? As a kid, I broke that thing. Now this one, I cannot hold the camera, but we got this little action figure of Finn McMissile. Surprisingly, these eyes, the sticker, has stuck on, except for this little flimsy part. We got a launcher for the action figure. That's definitely a random part of my collection. We got Tony Tryhole. Before, he used to speak when you press the top, but he can no longer speak. He no longer works. You got the weapon right here. He could shoot it at you as well. But this is where reality happens. This is where he becomes a full playset, if I could get him open. As you could see, for some reason, now I can't even get him open, but I'm just gonna slap a picture right there on your screen. I'm not gonna risk the chance to break this guy. On your screen, you see how he looks opened up. It was definitely a nice action figure playset. And now these are definitely more considered random merchandises. First one I'm gonna show you is this silly plastic Lightning McQueen, pretty big. Clearly this all has a bunch of stickers. These eyes, they are just movable. You can make any position that you want. This was a toy that used to talk. You will use these yellow buttons to activate any revving sounds of the engine, or if you wanted to hear him talk. But unfortunately, this thing hasn't been used for years. Also, this button right here, you can't really see it because of my fingers in the way. It's too fat, but this right here is a lightning bolt button, and that will activate this bolt right here. I completely forgot about that. Now, this is a similar toy. This is Francesco, not as big as McQueen. I got this at Kmart before it decided to close down forever, and surprisingly, he still works. Look at this.
Women respect the car that has nothing to hide. You are very good looking. Not as good as I thought, but you're good.
How many of you guys actually remember this from like the 2011, 2012 days when Pixar Cars 2 came out? Now, probably the most random cars that I have are these 2. We got Lightning McQueen Lego version. When I was a kid, I would just always take these stuff apart and I will probably mismatch everything, or I'll just make them look like this. So random that you could just do whatever the heck you want with Legos. Sometimes I'll just leave them without eyes. And the next one is Mac. Oh shoot, one of the parts fell off. I only have one of these. He came with 2, but I did lose the other one as a kid. So this is Mac the Semi. It looks very like plain compared to the actual Mac diecast. One of my favorite things to do was leave him without the hat. Sometimes I will also take the grill off and he'll just look like this guy. Or sometimes I will leave the grill, leave him his mouth, and he'll go without eyes. And then here is the hauler. Look how silly it looks. In Cars, usually Mac has McQueen on the side, and this here is just the Rusty's logo, and then Lightning McQueen with a lightning bolt and 95. You open the door here, and clearly nothing special. You just see the flooring here. That is clearly Lego. But you can connect the hauler to the Mac Semi, and then boom, you have a total Mac guy. Mac guy, I just really lost the wording of what I was going to say. But yep, those right down there were mainly my random Pixar Cars merchandise. Not so much those, I just wanted to showcase them because they're plastic. I mean, I could also consider these two, random because they're not seen in the movie at all. And they're just duplicates, just with different colors and different stickers. What are your most random Pixar Cars merchandises that are part of your collection? I showed you guys through video. It's time for you to share yours down in the comments.